Okay, good part of the day, good evening. Hello, hello to everyone. Today is November 21st. It's 1936 Florida time. So in United States of America and Florida, it's 7:30 right now p.m. Hi, Carl. Hi, Carlo Chihen. Thank you so much for joining by, for stopping by, and maybe for joining. Okay, so I'm waiting for more people to join us today. So as usual at this time, I am here broadcasting live. Hello, hello. Is your name Carl? Hopefully I'm not making mistakes. Okay, Carl. What country are you from, Carl? Carlo Chihania. Okay, so let me begin. I'm waiting for more people joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. Oh yeah, Carlo. Okay, Carlo. Sounds a little Spanish. Is it some Spanish-speaking country? Carlo. Yeah, somewhere. Let me turn the light on. Okay, I think it's better. A little bit more light. It's always good. Okay, so we have someone else. Hi, Reja Shuber-Cool. You probably laugh at me when I read your names. But you know what? I am Russian. Hi, Vicent. I thought you didn't want to talk to me anymore. Hi, hi. Okay, thank you for stopping by as well. So I'm waiting for my people to join, and before, just a couple more minutes. It's an Italian name, yes, close to Spain, of course. Of course, Carlo. Carlo is a Spanish name, yes. Okie dokie, so today we're still gonna be talking about the same things Visan just wrote. I'm sorry. You don't need to be sorry. You didn't do anything bad to me. Okay, you don't have to apologize. All you need to do when you cut time communicating with wise people, you're actually hurting only yourself. Wise people are not offended. Okay? So, what are we going to talk about today? I have selected the topic for today's conversation, and it is called time. So let's talk about what time is and what is the biggest value, the most valuable possession we all have in life. Some people believe that it's money. And in reality, money is not really a big value. Yes, we need money, of course, to be able to buy things that we want, right? To be able to buy some necessities. But we don't really we should not value money as much as we should value our time. Our time, or in different way, the time is our life. And I'm always explaining to all my students that our life is a very, very brief moment of time. From birth to death, it's, when we are lucky, maybe 80 years on the average. But once again, at the end of the life, when you are 80, it's not really that pleasant to be alive. When you are young, you don't know much, and you spend a lot of time learning, okay? And when you are old, you unfortunately have very little time to live and enjoy your life. And most of old people already have all kinds of disabilities, have all kinds of limitations. It's not that pleasant anymore. So basically, to be kind of exact, all we have, yeah, hi, Erfan. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. And if you do have questions about what is speech, what is stuttering, just interrupt me any moment with your question, because I do have my agenda and I'm going to be talking about it right now. But unless you ask me a question, I will continue giving you the information I have prepared for you. Okay, because I do believe that it's very interesting what I'm going to talk about. So once again, our time on this planet is very, very short and it's limited. And there are many, many people on the planet who like to kind of procrastinate. They wait, they keep waiting for something. Hi, Coffee, finest. Yay, hello. Good to see you here. And people are always waiting. And by the way, people who stutter are the biggest procrastinators. They always wait. And I want to talk about a message I have received today. Okay, hi, Timmy boy. Thank you for joining as well. I want to demonstrate the mentality of most people who stutter with the one message I received today. Yes, Timmy boy. Hi, hello. I'm going to show you the message. Let me think how I'm going to show it to you. I want you to see it. I actually put it. Yeah, I think I can show it to you right here. Oh, yeah. Let me know if you can see. Oh, no, that's not what I want you to see. I want you to see this. Okay, so I am going to switch my screen. Okay, so you could read. I don't know, can you see it? Can you read what's written on the screen? This is the message that I received today. Okay, let me see if people on StreamYard can see it as well. Yeah, they can see it. So this is a very typical message. I receive daily messages like this. Almost every day, I receive a message at least once a day. Yes, clear. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, coffee. Okay, finest. Okay, so let me explain to you. I'm going to read this message that I received today, and I'm going to analyze it and explain what I think about what's written over here about the person who wrote this message. So, hello, Deeter. I am an individual who has been laughed at and not taken seriously due to my stutter for my whole life. I'm very tired of it. It's really depressing. So by reading these two lines, I realized that yes, this person has done enough. He is really tired of this. He is in a depressive mood. He is sick and tired of this. He is searching for actions. He wants to do something, okay? He really wants to do. He wants to take care of himself. He wants to get rid of stuttering. But let's continue reading. I cannot think of words and speak at the same time. Okay, one sentence. You see it? I cannot think of words and speak at the same time. This is causing me to stutter. Believe it or not, this is exactly right. This is causing him to stutter. And the fact that he cannot think and speak at the same time, he wants to do it, but he cannot do it. No wonder why. because it is simply impossible. And he doesn't know this. He doesn't know that what he's trying to do is impossible. So he wrote me, he's basically in these words, I read behind the words. I'm doing something that is impossible to do, and it's causing me to stutter. Okay? But he's still doing it. He's still trying to do it. He simply doesn't know that thinking and speaking at the same time is impossible. This is why he makes mistakes. But let's continue reading. Sometimes, see, I'm here. Can you see it? Sometimes I'm thinking that I'm speaking correctly, but other people do not understand me. Maybe it is because my mind is thinking that talking is supposed to be automated. Okay, let's talk about this part. So he believes that he's speaking correctly, but other people do not understand him. Do you really think that he's speaking correctly? Of course not. Because people do not understand him, it's 100% for sure he's not speaking correctly, but he doesn't know what correct speech is. He simply doesn't know it. He's thinking he believes that's what he's supposed to do. But when he is doing it, once again, people do not understand him. This is so vivid to me. And then he begins to speculate why he makes mistakes, why people don't understand him, why. He just speculates. Maybe it is because my mind is thinking that talking is supposed to be automatic. Once again, in this little sentence, he is talking about someone at fault. In this case, he's blaming that his mind is thinking. I'm sorry. Who is in charge for the mind? Who is using the mind? The mind cannot be thinking without his involvement. The name of this guy is Ricardo. So Ricardo believes that his mind has some kind of a power to be thinking without Ricardo's participation. You see what I'm talking about? Just by reading this one message, I see all kinds of blocks this person has. No wonder he stutters. No wonder he struggles to speak. And of course, if he believes that speaking is automated, of course, this is another block. He's actually right. Speaking, yes, it is kind of automatic, but in order to speak automatically, you need to have your tongue trained to do this muscle action automatically. And he doesn't know it, okay? So let's go to the next one. He wrote to me, I can read without stuttering. Good for him. It means that he has learned at least something. He has learned how to read without making mistakes. And I know when this person will come to me, if he comes to me, I know it's not going to be that much of a work because he at least can read without stuttering. At least he doesn't work mistakes in reading. However, I just want to, hi, Miki, thank you for joining. However, I'm going to switch to me for a second, okay? So you could see me, okay? However, when a person writes, I can read without stuttering, he really believes that when he when he reads fine. He doesn't make mistakes when he is reading. Or he really believes, sometimes people tell me, Anna, I can speak alone without mistakes, but when I am in public, I cannot speak. And I always do some test. I go, okay, let's see if what you say is really the case. I usually give, how are you doing, Anna, Deeter? Hi, Vincent. Thank you for asking. Great. So I always do the same test. I give my student, this student who believes, he truly believes that he can speak fine when he is on his own. Okay, hello, Mickey. Okay, hello, crush. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, so he believes that he can read or he can speak fine without stuttering when he is alone. And I always do the same. I give my student a task. I said, okay, here is the text. You read it for about 5 minutes, okay, nonstop. You read it, and I'm going to leave the camera roll. I will record what you are doing. And when I come back, we will together look at what is being done, what you just did, okay, while I wasn't around. You say you can speak without making mistakes when you are alone. No problem, okay? I'm not here, I'm not next to you. I turn off even the video when I work on Skype, of course. I turn on the video and just leave the room, and my camera is rolling, okay? Then in 5 minutes, I come back and we, together with him, we listen and we watch carefully how he just completed his task. And I'll tell you a very interesting thing. Not even one student has passed this test. Each and every one would make at least one mistake. Most often, of course, more mistakes. Not one. 3, 4, even 10 in 5 minutes of reading, even reading. Okay? So this is why, if Ricardo, the person we talked about, if he believes that he can read without stuttering, see what he wrote, I can read without stuttering. Maybe he can, maybe he cannot. I would have to give him a test, because this may not be the case. Okay? So here is what he wrote next. So I can't figure out why I can't express myself, and I can't express myself and how I feel to my doctors due to my speech impediment. So what do I see behind these 2 lines again? I can't figure out why I can't express myself and how I feel to my doctors. Let's read till this. Why the person cannot express himself and cannot express how he feels to anybody, not just to doctors, to anybody. It's not because he has a speech impediment. It's not because of speech impediment. He doesn't have any speech impediment. He simply has underdeveloped speaking skill. His speaking skills are underdeveloped. He is still the beginner. He is in the beginning of learning to speak. Okay? This is why he cannot express himself or how he feels about his own health to his doctors. He needs to learn to move his tongue. He needs to develop the muscle memory of his tongue to be able to communicate with the doctor, to be able to communicate with the teacher, to be able to communicate with a person in the store. Okay? He needs to learn this muscular skill. But if he hasn't learned it, this is why he makes mistakes. And he says, I cannot figure out why. I am here Yes, he is shy. Exactly. He is fucking shy, Mickey wrote to me. Of course he's shy. But why is he shy? Mickey, why? Why do you think he's shy? I'm giving you a very simple example. Let's say, Mickey, you are on the party. It's a dance party. But let's say you've never danced in your life. Never. And you know you're clumsy. If you're going to begin dancing, you know it's not going to look nice because you've never learned to dance. Okay? And all of a sudden, let's say it's your birthday, and everyone goes, yay, Mickey, yay, yay, go to the stage, yay, let us see you dance. And you go, you know what, I've never danced in my life. No problem, go to the stage. Yeah, the music is playing loudly. Would you be shy? You know that if you're going to begin dancing, everyone will be laughing at you because you're clumsy. You have never learned to dance well. Will you be shy? Of course, you will be shy. Okay? So this is exactly the same. Ricardo is shy, Mickey, because he has no idea how to speak with 100% certainty. Yes, of course you would be shy because you don't want to make a clown of yourself. And this is exactly what all people who stutter feel. They don't want to see like others laugh at them and to make a fool of himself. They don't want other people to see other people laugh at him. Okay, this is why Mickey, this is why he's shy. And in order to not being shy, you need to learn how to do it once and for all. Learn how to move your tongue and love it. When I am speaking, I hear. See, I just made a mistake. I didn't like it, okay? But I heard it. It was my mistake. But I didn't become shy. I just laughed at myself because, of course, I understand how to fix any mistake I make when I speak. I know it, okay? So once again, in order to stop being shy, you need to learn what to do, okay? How to perform this action. Anyways, see, I will take them with me on stage. Yeah, I understand. You would probably do something else. But in speech, Mickey, you cannot take everyone on stage with you when you are doing presentation on stage. It's impossible. You are the only one standing on the stage and you have to present. Or when you are buying whatever candies in the store, nobody will help you. You have to speak. Only you. You have to tell to the salesperson, I need whatever, a banana or a candy. You need to tell to a salesperson, okay? And if you're shy, of course, you will be shy. Yes, because you don't know how to do it. But let's continue. So once again, a person wrote, due to my speech impediment, I wanted to talk to you about that. This is, again, something else to blame. It's not my fault. It's not me who never learned to move my tongue because I don't speak much. I stopped speaking from very young age, and whenever people are talking around me, I prefer to be quiet. I prefer to listen. I prefer just to look at other people and go, ha, 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 This is what people who stutter do, okay? They are simply reacting to other people speak, but they do not use their tongue themselves. Hi, Arthur Young. Good to see you here. Okay. Hi, Prithvirai. Thank you for joining us. So let me continue. Once again, I'm just here to see. Okay, Mickey, good. Thank you for Black Kazakh. Okay, thank you for joining as well. Let me continue reading the article. I mean, not the article, see my Gmail. This is where I received this message from the person by the name Ricardo, and he just sent me the message. Okay, and I'm just reading the message to you and analyzing the psychology of this person. So he believes that all his problems is due to his speech impediment. And who is the one who doesn't speak, who doesn't develop his speaking skills? He is the one. But people who stutter always want to blame somebody. They always want some kind of, I forgot this expression. My phone is busy, I couldn't even look. Anyway, so someone is always at fault, okay? So, I can do it this way. I forgot. Now let me highlight the next sentence I'm going to read for you. I feel like stuttering has made me anxious and awkward. Exactly. You see, Mickey, I highlighted this sentence. Of course, all people who stutter feel this way. They're anxious and awkward. And this is exactly what happens. But it's not stuttering to be blamed for being anxious and awkward. Hi, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Jing Soul. Thank you for joining. You gotta understand, stuttering is also not, it's like a ghost. It doesn't exist. It's not a disability. It's simply something. What is stuttering? Once again, just write to me, what is stuttering? Okay. Listen wrote, I'm here to listen to you, Anna. Okay. I am sorry I have to go. Okay, Visan, you don't need to tell me what you need to do. Just do it. Okay. So, once again, what is stuttering? Stuttering is a mistake of a speech instrument user who simply doesn't understand what speech instrument they are using, how they're supposed to use it. They don't understand what instrument they have and how they're supposed to use it. This is why they make mistakes. This is what stuttering is. Stuttering is a simply lack of knowledge, lack of experience in moving your tongue adequately, to say accurately any word, anytime in front of anybody. Okay? Let me quickly check if there are any. Oh, yeah. Hi, guys. Sorry. I was looking at the other screen and I didn't see your questions. Hi, Joe. Joe on YouTube. You see, you can see also that I have. Okay. I do have messages. Okay, Joe just wrote me a question. Hello, ma'am. Why do I stutter more when talking with certain people, like my boss? Because you don't really know well your boss and you want to make a good impression on your boss. This is why. Okay? So let me switch quickly to me here on Instagram because I'm answering questions. We will continue reading the message after I have answered the questions on YouTube. So, Joe, you don't know your boss. You want to make a good impression on your boss. And you, when you're in front of your boss, you begin doing something that you never do when you are alone. This is very simple. And you become distracted by watching your boss, by looking at his reaction, by doing something that is simply not normal. When normal people speak, they never talk to someone. They never talk with someone. They never talk with the boss. In reality, normal people speak with their tongue. Tongue. Not with other people, but with their tongue. But of course, you probably don't even understand what I'm talking about. This is what we do. When we speak with the tongue. And it doesn't matter who's in front of us. We speak with the tongue. But you, Joe, you pay too much attention, not to your tongue. You don't feel your tongue. You lose the sensory connection with your tongue when you talk to your boss. Instead, you are watching your boss, you are looking at him, and you cannot speak at this moment. It's simply impossible. Okay? So, Young Chul wrote, hi, Anna. Yes, hi. Okay, Joe wrote, I'm from Canada. Okay, Joe, I think you've been in my classroom before, right? I think you have. Okay, so guys, on YouTube and Facebook, if you have any more questions, just write them down. And I will, Joe is not here, how he will be able to hear this? Because I am doing multi-streaming at the time. I'm doing multi-streaming. I'm talking to people on Facebook and YouTube. Look at the screen. I'm showing to you the screen on my computer. This is what I'm doing. See, I'm doing multi-streaming. It's, if you see right there, I see messages from Facebook. See, this is Facebook and this is YouTube. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay? Don't forget, technology is amazing today. Technology. Okay, so let me continue, guys. And I'm going to go back to, oops, that's not where I want to go. I'm going to go here. This is bigger screen. On Instagram, you can see it better. Okay, so hopefully you can see it better now. And we're going to continue. Guys, if you have questions on YouTube and Facebook, yeah, Mickey just wrote, cool. Yeah, Mickey, if you have a question, write it down. So let me continue. Once again, I feel like stutter has made me anxious and awkward. You're feeling anxious and awkward because you are clumsy with your tongue. Just like example I have given to you with being at the party and not having the skill to dance. Of course, you're going to be feeling shy. You're going to be feeling anxious and awkward. And this is all reality. This is all normal, totally natural feelings. You will feel this way. So let me continue. I had people come to me and say that they didn't know how to approach me when they first met me. Yeah, normal people don't know how to approach stutterers. Normal people are afraid of people who stutter. They don't understand why. A normal guy like you, like totally like everyone else, there's nothing wrong with you. Why? Instead of saying a donut, the person would begin doing some weird movements. Why? Look, I am doing donut. Okay, donut. I move my tongue, donut. 3 movements of the tongue. I just did it. No problem. I know how to do it. And all normal people are just doing it. No problem. But a person who stutters would begin doing different ritual movements. Donut. Or donut. Or donut. Or donut. They would do something really weird. Okay? Thank you for joining Izobunoferna. I think I've seen your name, but I still don't know how to read it. Apologize for making mistakes when I'm reading your names, guys, because I'm Russian and I'm reading in English, so it's kind of not easy for me. So this is why when people who stutter come, once again, I'm going to return to, okay, I'm going to return to the message we're reading, to the, email I received today. Ricardo wrote, I had people come to me and say that they didn't know how to approach me when they first met me. This is exactly the case. When people, normal people, approach stutterers, they don't know how to deal with them and they are afraid of them. Some people laugh at people who stutter. Some people simply interrupt them and they don't want to wait while people who stutter are going to make all kinds of movements. Instead of simply moving their tongue, they are beginning moving all other parts of the body, okay? So they don't want to wait for them. They just interrupt and say words for them or just suggest what they stutterers wanted to say. So this is the case. So let's read about the next one. I came across your website a couple of years ago, but I am still skeptical because all my life I had people taking advantage of me. This is a very, very important message I want to stop on. He has come across my website a couple of years ago, but he's still skeptical. Why? Because he has been in communication and he has tried to take care of his speech, to fix his speech many times. And he has been put down. He feels that those who promised to him to help him to fix his speech actually let him down. When I started join, hi guy, thank you for joining. If you have any questions, what you can do to stop stuttering in 3 days or less, I'm looking at the profile name you have, you can simply ask any question. Okay? So once again, Ricardo has already seen the answer. But he's still skeptical because he's been probably to speech therapists. He's been to some other advisors. He's been to other doctors, and he continues to stutter. He could have spent a lot of money already. He could have paid a lot of money to all these helpers, but he still stutters. These people let him down. And this is reality. This is why he is skeptical. And this is the reason, guys, you need to understand. This is the reason I do give freely my time to anyone who is serious to get rid of his or her stuttering in 3 days or less, who is sick and tired, just like this person by the name Ricardo. He is sick and tired of stuttering. He wants to be a normal person, but he doesn't have the energy to even come to me and make a free 20-minute appointment. Maybe he doesn't know about it. If Ricardo will watch this video, he will be surprised that I'm reading his message. But I know there are a lot of Ricardos on the planet. I'm not releasing any secrets, okay? I don't even know what country he is from. I have never seen him. So he says he is used to people taking advantage of him. And he believes that he is not even worth it. his self-esteem is like below the floor level. A person like Ricardo, I recommend, and I actually wrote him a message, I responded, I recommend you send me a Skype request, send it to me, and come to me and ask questions. See, look at the person who is offering help to you. Talk to a person, see if it's worth it to even write to me. Instead of writing, typing, come to me. And I am available. My 20 minutes are available for free. You can talk to me. I will explain it to you. I will answer to all your questions. Just don't wait. And once again, see what's written. He wrote, I came across your website a couple of years. He could have been speaking like everyone else on the planet for 2 years already, if he did simply come to me. Or he could have been working for a year, making money and having enough money to take the class, and still would be able to speak without mistakes. He could have freed himself from stuttering a long time ago. He could have enjoyed his life. But instead, he didn't have the energy to come to me because he still believes that he's not worth it to even come to me, to ask if I could talk to him, to even just simply, maybe buy a book or something, okay? To do at least something. Okay, so I want to believe that you can help me. See, even in the way he wrote here, yeah, look, I want to believe that you can help me. See, oh, you cannot see it, sorry. Let me do it again. The next message I highlighted. I want to believe that you can help me. He wants it, but he doesn't come to me and talk to me and see if I am a person who can believe. Talk to me, come to me, ask your questions and see if my answers make sense. Okay, stop looking other videos and see how I answered questions of others. You need to come to me, okay? Here is the next sentence. I have bought one of your books, but it didn't help me. Let me highlight it. I have bought one of the books, but it didn't help me. Let me talk about this. I have asked many people who would come to me, my students, tell me honestly, when you bought my book, did you even read it? All of them have told me no. All of them. Or some of them would say, yeah, I read a few chapters. Or some of them would say, I've read here, here, and here, like partially. And when I read, I did use it a little bit, and it did improve a lot my speech, and then it all came back, la, la, la. Something like this. You need to understand, it's not enough to buy the book. It's not enough. Yes, you invest money. This book from my website as a digital download is only $50. Yes, you can buy $50, American dollars. You can buy. It's called Live Stutter-Free Digital Download, and I do recommend you may want to buy it. But after you have read it, you are supposed, number one, to read it actually from the beginning to the end, to the very end, every single word. Number two, you need to understand it clearly, accurately. You really need to understand what I meant in this book, not what you speculate about what Anna wrote, but what I actually wrote and what I actually meant. You need to understand that. Okay? And number 3, you need to apply the recommendations this book has. You need to apply it exactly in the way I recommended you do, without changing a thing, without changing anything. And people who stutter usually always change things around. They are, people who stutter, they are dreamers. They always fantasize. They're smart people, okay? They can visualize something, they can come up with something, and they keep creating their own methods of speaking. And they deal with this problem. Because speech is extremely simple skill. It is a very simple action. Speaking actions are very simple, but they are very, very precise. If you do not really know how to perform these actions in the correct way, you are not going to speak correctly. No matter what you're going to come up with, it's all going to be wrong. Okay? And whatever message, whatever techniques you guys develop, and not just people who are listening to me right now, but the techniques that speech therapists create, that psychologists may give you, all kinds of techniques. All these techniques are wrong. Because as I explained in one of my previous broadcasts, I was talking about what technique is. The technique is simply a plan of actions, a plan, an order of certain actions. And guess who is the one who is supposed to perform these actions? You. You are supposed to perform these actions yourself. Okay? And if you don't have the plan, how can you perform these actions? You need to have a very, very precise plan. When I speak, I need to do 1, 2, 3. It's called an algorithm. In the computer world, they use the word algorithm. Algorithm of speaking actions is very precise. And every time you change anything around, you're going to make a mistake. I guarantee, 100%. Even when my students come to me, they begin speaking beautifully in 3 days. Yay, celebration, so well, la, la, la. And then they write to me, Anna, I just want to talk to you. I just made a mistake. I don't understand why. And when they come to me, it's always the same. They didn't do what I told them to do. They have come up with some other ideas. And I keep saying, all you need to do when you come to me, you need to do exactly what I tell you to do. It's not a speculation. It's not someone's theory. It's the way God created us. This is why it works for anyone with 100% of the time. Anyone. Okay, let me look at YouTube. Yeah, guys. Okay, so give me 1 second on YouTube and Facebook. Let me see, someone wrote something to me. Can fast speech flow is the reason for stuttering? Yes, of course. But do you understand proof viri? Why you're speaking so quickly? Why? Why? Like, imagine you are writing something, okay? Because writing and speaking is very, very similar. When we are writing, we move the hand muscle, and we are speaking, we move the tongue muscle, okay? So let's say you want to write an essay, writing. I really mean writing, not typing, but okay, we can even actually talk about typing, because in today's world, nobody is writing, right? So let's say you are typing on a keyboard, tick, and you are not actually a quick typer. I mean, I cannot type blindly. I always need to look. Okay, I always look. But imagine you are typing, okay, and you made a typo. You pushed the wrong key on the keyboard. Could it happen? Of course, yes. Okay. Will you begin typing faster after that, or you are going to slow down to see what is the mistake? What letter did I type incorrectly? Oh God, I need to type more precisely so I wouldn't make more mistakes. When you type, I have a question. When you are typing, what is it that you take care of? How quickly you type or how correctly you type? Just give me the answer. What is your concern when you are typing on a keyboard? That on a keyboard or on your cell phone, are you focused on how to write accurately, to type the correct letters, or how quickly to do it? Just answer me, Mickey, answer. What would be your concern? Answer, guys, on YouTube and Facebook. I see your questions. I'll get to you. Answer. What would be your focus? Where? On how quickly you're going to type or how correctly you're going to type the letters. You're not answering. I'll answer for you. Of course, I would be focused on how correctly to write it because I don't want to make a mistake and then go back and fix it. I don't want to deal with this twice. I want to do it one time and correctly. And guess what? This is what we are supposed to be focused on, not how quickly we speak. We need to be focused on how correctly we speak, how accurately we say any word that we are playing on our speech instrument. And if, where was it? Who asked the question? Joe. Oh, no, wait a second. Someone asked me a question. I'm looking who was that person. Oh, Bruce Virai. Anyway. So if you are speaking very, very quickly, it's someone trained you to do that. I can even tell who did that. Unfortunately, this is what they do when they teach children to, yes, Joe, you're a rational person. Joe just answered my question correctly. Of course, you want to write correctly. And this is exactly the case, how we're supposed to be focused on doing it correctly. Hi, Riza Nazri. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. If you guys have questions, write them down, okay? So, once again, the fact of the matter is you gotta be focused on how to say, how to move correctly your tongue. See, Ruth just told me quickly. This is what you get. You want to focus on how to say it quickly. This is why you're making mistakes. Look, can you see my fingers? Can you see my fingers now? Can you tell where are my fingers at the moment? When we move our muscles too quickly, we do not notice half of the mistakes we make. When I was moving my hand like this, you couldn't see my fingers. Right? Yeah. And this is what you do when you move your tongue too quickly. You don't even know what your tongue is doing. You do not even have time to realize what is it that I want to say. What is the word? You don't give yourself time to even select what word you want to say. And selection of the word that we want to say requires time. Time. I'm speaking right now, and I carefully select every word I want to say. Careful. If I didn't, let's say how drunk people, I hear a lot of times, I've heard this question, Anna, why when I'm drunk I don't stutter? Of course you don't stutter when you're drunk, but how do you speak? What do you actually say? It's just nothing. You talk about BS. And next day when you are sober, you go like, oh God, what did I say yesterday? I can't believe. If someone recorded you drunk, you probably feel even embarrassed about things you said. Selection requires time. You gotta understand this. Listen, how many times you gonna say hello to me? He keeps saying, I have to go, hello. Keeps coming back. Okay, so now let me just read the last sentence here. Can you please let me know what is the donation price? Okay, Ricardo's message. At the end of the message, he asked me how much it costs. And of course, I responded to him that he doesn't need to know about the price yet. He needs to know first if what I teach he really needs. This is what he needs to know. Hi, thank you so much for joining Asamoah 1248. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me continue. You know what? One more time, Visan, you write something like this, I'm gonna actually block you. I don't have time for jokes like this. Okay? I deal with people who a lot of the time are suicidal. Stuttering is not a joke. If you're gonna make jokes like this, I'm gonna block you. I'm really serious right now. Okay? So let me go back to Joe because he wrote something. Okay, Anna, why is it when I sing I do not stutter? It's very simple, Joe. When you sing, you are using your speech instrument in a totally different way other than when we speak. When we speak, of course, it's the same instrument you're using. But when we are singing, number one, when we're singing a song, we don't need to select much. The lyrics, we already know the words. And the words are in a certain sequence. We don't need to do a selection. I mean, when you're singing, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, what selection do you need to do? Not much. The words are in my memory. Happy birthday to you. All the words are in the order one after another. Okay? I do not need to select anything. Okay? This is why I'm just singing it. I'm just doing it. This is why a lot of the time people who stutter may even do presentation if they memorize every single word, they have rehearsed it many times. This is why, for example, there are a lot of famous actors who stuttered, but they were actors because they were able to memorize the lyrics, the words, their scripts, and they were able to say those words correctly, but then they would begin speaking in the mode of improvisation. They would begin stuttering. Okay, so this is number one. The words, the order of the words are already memorized. They are in your memory. This is why when you speak, you just move your tongue in the way you have learned it. However, there is another reason. When people sing, they don't make mistakes. They speak, they begin making mistakes. Because these are two totally different skills. When we sing, we stretch out each and every vowel sound in the word. For example, Happy birthday to you. I just sang and I did stretch out every vowel. See what I'm doing? I am singing and stretching every single vowel. But when you come to the store, you're not gonna sing like this. Could you please give me a pound of sausage? If you do this, people are gonna look at you. Is this guy okay? Something is wrong with him. When we speak, we do not stretch each and every vowel sound in the word. It's always one emphasis. Happy birthday to you. Happy. See, e, not stressed. Happy birthday. I don't stretch each and every vowel. If I say birthday, it's birthday. It's not birthday. Please understand. If we say any longer word, let's say I take the word computer. If we sing, it's going to sound like this. Computer. Do we speak like this? Of course not. We say computer. Computer. Ooh. It's only ooh that is emphasized and stretched and longer. Computer. Other vowels are not. Okay? Hopefully you understand what I explained to you. Okay. I know it's not a joke. Okay, Visan. Okay. So let me continue. There are some other questions on YouTube. It's a revolutionary book. Thank you so much, okay, that you are talking about. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going actually to show to people your messages so they wouldn't say I'm making it up, okay? Here we go. I'm going to put my cell phone closer to, closer so you guys could read the messages that I am reading. Can you guys see them? Here is Chang-Chu Yu is writing about one of my books, right? I don't know what book you are talking about. It's a revolutionary book. I read it more than 10 times. Reading it over and over is my way of learning. Yes, this is one way of learning, reading the book over and over again and again. And the fact that you, Chang-Chu, is doing it tells me about your personality. I really value people like you because I am the same way. If I don't understand something, whatever I read, I simply read it again and again. And I also read it out loud. This is the way to learn, out loud. But you probably cannot do it yet. Okay, let me see what other questions I have. Why Joe wrote, why do I not stutter when singing? Oh, I already answered this question. You can apply some of your treatment now. Okay, Reza, once again, I do not do any treatments. I'm not a doctor, and you are not a sick patient. You don't need any treatment, okay? Okay, Joe just wrote to me, thank you for explaining and for helping people who stutter. Okay, Joe, thank you for writing here. Okay, let me put back to me my things here. I'm gonna put it back where my cell phone was adjusted, believe it or not. I still haven't bought some holder to hold my cell phone. Okay, I will read your book. Okay. Vicent, I don't believe you anymore. In order to buy the book, you have to buy it, or at least to begin reading my free ebooks. Okay? Okie dokie. Okay, I don't think that is singing. I don't know what you... okay, it's Vicent Road. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions, then I've been on air for an hour. Okay, I think it's enough for an old lady. But if you do have a question, once again, I need to be turned on. Ask questions, and then Mickey here from Instagram. Yes, Mickey is from Instagram, yes. And I don't know who wrote it to me. Oh, okay, that was a private message. I am just confused all the time. What? I probably can see it here. If I go here, Mickey from Instagram. Let me see. Maybe here. Your messages, requests. Oh, yes, that was Mickey from Instagram. Yes. I'm not going to show it to you because it's accept. I'll put it primary. Okay. Hi. Let me say hi to him. I wrote in Russian. I wrote in Russian. I gotta say hi again. Okay. So once again, guys, if you don't have a question for me, then I'm gonna go and talk. You can apply some of your treatment. Okay, once that's what I was talking about. So Riza or Reza Nazri, you need to understand that you are not a sick individual and you do not need to be treated. You don't need any treatment. Yes, you need to learn how to speak according to the natural speaking norms, because norms do exist. I gave an example today that whenever you, for example, write, you follow very simple algorithm of writing. And it's very simple. You need to know what word to write. You need to select the word to write. And then you simply need to move your hand with a pen or whatever, even with finger if you're writing on the sand, right? You need to move your muscle and you need to check with your eyes if you are doing it correctly. That's it. This is the bottom line. The same algorithm exists in speaking. It's very, very precise. You need to select what word to say. You need to move your tongue to say the word and listen with your ears if you have said it accurately. That's it. This is the bottom line. This is the mechanism. This is how all people on the planet speak. You don't need any method. You don't need any technique to learn to do this. You simply need to understand how you're supposed to select the word to say, how you're supposed to move your tongue to play this melody of the word accurately, anywhere, anytime, in front of anybody, without even feeling anxious, without feeling the fear, because you know how to do it. Would you be fearful if you were, let's say, knew how to spell the word and the teacher would call you to come to the desk, to the board, and write the word on the desk, not on the desk, on the board, translating from Russian, okay, literally, on the board? You know how to spell. Or for example, you know that 2 times 2 is 4. So the teacher wrote on the board 2 times 2 equals, and the teacher asks you to come to the board, classroom board, and write the answer. Would you be shy to come to the board and write number 2? No. Would you be fearful to write number 2? No, you know how to do it. You will be able to do it, no problem. Okay, you gotta understand it. Okay, so the same is with speaking. You gotta develop, number 1, the skill to select the word to say, not to select like a whole bunch of words at once, but one word. And then you would have to develop the muscle memory of your tongue to say this word accurately. And only after that, you would be able to hear, after you move your tongue, as you're moving your tongue, actually, it's not after, it's as you're moving your tongue, you listen how your tongue is doing. Is your tongue is doing a good job? You're listening to it. You don't need any treatment, Riza. Hopefully you're still there. Okay, so Yang Chul wrote to me. Okay, he wrote to me in Russian. Хороший способ. Спасибо. Thank you. Thank you. In English, he wrote, good job, good way. I mean, this is the way all people do, okay? You're not a special person. Please understand. You're not special. You're not a sick guy. Unfortunately, speech therapists engrave it in your head, and the whole society has engraved it in your head that you are different. You need some kind of a special technique to speak. You need something special. You need to be treated. Reza. Someone told you that you need to be treated. I'm here to tell you, this is the lie. It is not reality. You still believe the lie that you need to be treated. And just like that guy, Ricardo, who wrote me a message, you're still skeptical. You still want people to, you want some other person to treat you. You want to lay down and be treated? I did my live broadcast yesterday about that. A lot of people want to lay down and do nothing, because it is when you are laying down in the hospital, the doctors are treating you and they say, no, you don't need to do anything. Just lay down and relax. We're going to take care of you. But unfortunately, it's never going to work for speech. Speech is a muscle action of your tongue. If you have never developed this skill, the muscle memory of your tongue, you will continue to struggle. You have to do the job. If you didn't do the work, you will never get the result of your work. If you have been speaking a lot, nonstop, guess what? You would have adjusted your tongue just like all normal people on the planet. But instead, you were not speaking much. You were running away from speaking. You were running away from moving your tongue. This is why you never, ever learned to move your tongue, to say any word, anytime accurately. Okay, Ressa wrote me a question. Okay, thank you for your international online lecture. Goodbye, Anna. Thank you so much for joining me, and you're always welcome, Red. Yang Chu, you know that. Okay, Ressa wrote a question. I have a problem with letters M and N. You can say the word in your own way. Okay. Yes, Miki, I see your happy face. Okay, guys, you can simply ask questions because only YouTube is asking questions. Instagram is fooling around today. No questions. Okay, example, the word mother. I'm going to show it to you how you say the word mother right now. And I'm going to show it with my toy that I like the most. Here is the toy. I'm going to show it to you in like side view. Ma, the. I mean, if we say it depends on the accent. If you say mother, then it's going to be like this. Mother. This is how you move your tongue. Mother. Ma-da. I'm moving my tongue. Yes, you see my lips move, my bottom lip moves, but our bottom lip will do the same. It's gonna follow my tongue. The lip is kind of part of my tongue. The tongue is like an engine for the train. Wherever the tongue goes, the lip will go. Okay? This is why we need to be concerned only of the movements of our tongue. Look, this is the neutral position of the tongue. The tongue is between two walls. There are two walls in our mouth. Hard palate, it's a wall. Clearly, it's a wall. It's a hard wall. Can you hear it? This is how hard it is. And on the bottom, I'm not holding it correctly. On the bottom, there is another wall. Can you hear it? It's the wall. The tongue is going up and down between these two walls. When the tongue goes up, there is no speech. Only when the tongue moves down, there is speech. Speech, 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 no speech, speech. No speech, speech. Mother, mother, mother. Did you see it, Reza? This is how we move our tongue. Mother, mother. My tongue moves down from top to bottom. This movement of the tongue is preparation for speech. This is speech. This is speech. This is speech. The tongue goes like this. I recommend go and Google on YouTube. It's called MRI of a person, MRI of singing person or speaking person, MRI. Watch this. Look how you can say when you speak what your tongue is doing in your mouth. Watch. They did MRI, they recorded it. It's absolutely amazing. I actually can show it. You know what? I'm going to show it. I can do it because I can go to YouTube. I'm going to open my YouTube. Okay. And I'm going to search MRI of human speech. That's it. I will show it to you right now. Pay attention. I'm not going to say anything. Pay attention what's going on with the tongue. MRI of human tongue while talking. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Okay, StreamYard, I will do... Okay, I'm going to... How do I do it? Stop stream. Okay, stop. And now share screen, Chrome tabs. Okay, and I'm gonna show to you my YouTube. It's open on YouTube. Share. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna switch Instagram to watching my screen. Okay, guys. Everyone is ready. Pay attention to the tongue, how it goes up and down, and what speed the tongue is going. What?
Oder kurz MRT, die auch als Kernspintomographie bekannt ist. Das in Göttingen neu entwickelte Verfahren der Echtzeit-MRT kann beliebige Bewegungsvorgänge im Körperinneren mit einer sehr hohen zeitlichen Auflösung aufnehmen. Da gleichzeitig auch der Ton aufgezeichnet.
By the way, I just want to stop. Did you notice how the person licked his lips? Did you see where he moved his tongue? He moved his tongue in the wrong direction. And this is one of the reasons a lot of people stutter as well. I want you to see it again. Check how he licks his lips and the tongue moves forward.
Da gleichzeitig auch der Ton aufgezeichnet wird, verdient die Wiedergabe der Sprache besonderes Interesse. Das Geräusch der MRT-Messung wird dafür weitestgehend unterdrückt.
Oh, did you see that? How he licked his lips? This is the biggest mistake. A lot of people who stutter.
Wurde mit 55 Bildern pro Sekunde gemessen. Man erkennt dabei Form- und Lageveränderungen des Zungenrückens, des Zungengrundes, des weichen Gaumens, des Kehldeckels und des Kehlkopfes. Achten Sie bitte auf diese Vorgänge bei den Vokalen.
Okay. So did you see it? Did you see how the tongue is moving inside of your mouth? Can we ever catch the tongue? Can we ever do it consciously? It's absolutely impossible to do it consciously. When will you understand it? You need to develop the muscle memory of the movements of your tongue. Just like when we're writing, we develop the muscle memory of our hand. We never consciously think, oh, how do I move my hand to write the letter A, for example? We never do it consciously. Do you understand this? It is simply impossible to understand. Okay, so Risa wrote to me, thank you. Can you show some pages of the book? Listen, I have written so many books, I don't know what book you're talking about. Of course I can. So just mention to me what book you want me to show to you. I have this book, I have this book, I have this book. I have so many books, and not just that. But I believe that he was talking, Yang Chul is talking about this book and this book, because this is what I recommend people read. First, this, to understand who you are, because this is kind of overview, explaining that human being is a computer. This is who you are. You are a computer. You are in charge of operating your computer, called body and mind machine. You are in charge for learning to use all the muscles of your body for any action you want to learn. Whether it's swimming, riding a bike, running, walking, jumping, speaking, it's all the same. Writing, we all need to learn to use our muscles. This book is very important. And this book needs, if you want, you can buy it from the website. It's only $50. It's called Live Stutter-Free digital download. Because the book Speech is a Skill is available only for people who live in the United States of America as a hard copy, a paper book. But I recommend you can buy the digital download of this book. You can print it out. And here we go. You have your paper book. Okay? Very, very simple. So showing pages. Here are the pages. This book doesn't have too many pictures. Okay? Not too many pictures. Of course, there are a few, like this, for example. Okay? This book has been written not actually that much for stutterers, but for those who I believe we'll begin teaching stutters soon. I'm hoping that I will have enough strength, enough funds for beginning. See, this is the book. I'm going to show it to you. For example, this. See, this page. It's showing how typing and speaking are very much the same, and at the same how they are different. Okay, so it's the bottom line book. It's how, like for example, this, what the word is actually and what you're supposed to do with the tongue when you move it from the beginning of the word to the very end of the word. This is an amazing speech notes of speech, how the tongue moves and what notes we play on our speech instrument. And I present the speech notes as like girls and boys. Boys are vowel sounds, girls are consonant sounds, because girls are obedient. They're always with a boy. Consonants always do what boys want. Men are like macho men and stuff like this. So this is a very interesting book. I spoke yesterday with one gentleman in the morning. He is a 60-year-old stutterer. He's been stuttering for entire life. He's read all kinds of books in his life about stuttering. He's been through thousands of programs in his lives and still a severe stutterer, okay? See, this is, for example, I have a screenshot of a dictionary page. I explain how you need to learn to even read without stuttering. I explain in details everything about speech. I give examples. And this is the bottom line, And that gentleman told me that this book is a masterpiece. This is like I'm just getting the testimonials, feedback, the reviews of my books. If you go and watch what they say about this book on Amazon, you probably will not see even one review, because I haven't received any reviews yet. And I hope people are going to begin writing reviews, hopefully soon. Okay, so whatever you can do, whatever. I actually asked that gentleman to go ahead and write a review. I don't know whether he's going to do it or not. Okay, so let me see what guys you wrote. I will get to you, Reza. Okay. Yes, I saw the MRI lips. Yes. Yeah. See, and this is what you guys do. All people who stutter always lick lips, play with lips, play with their tongue. They always play. And this is the instrument. You cannot play with your instrument. The tongue is supposed to move only in one direction, up, down, never forward. The only time when we move our tongue forward sometimes when we eat and the food is on our lips, and of course we lick our lips. But it's not that much. Okay, it's like 3 times a day, the most, and we don't even do it all the time. So it's it should be like emergency movement. And people who stutter, when they come to me, I see it. I'm like, oh, I count how many times they lick lips. Because in the beginning, they may not even notice. They don't even believe me. And I just go, oops, what did you just do? Lick your lips. Oops, what did you just do? You started biting your lips, moving your lips, moving your face. No muscle should be moving when we speak. The only muscle that makes speech is the tongue. Nothing else should be moving. Okay? Lips will move, of course, because it's also part of the speech instrument. But the tongue is the boss. Okay? So why is it bad for us to lick lips? I just explained, Joe. I hope you understand. When you move your lips, you simply do 2 things that are harming for you. Number one, all people who stutter, when they come to me and I tell them, don't lick your lips, they all tell me, oh, I feel that my lips are dry. Duh, your lips are dry because you keep drying them up. Your layers of your lips get even cracked. I have a lot of people who would come to me and they have irritation on their lips because they keep licking them. And the more you lick your lips, the drier they become and the more irritated your lips become. So it's basically very, very bad for your health. Okay? And the reason number two is the more you lick your lips, the more you move your tongue in the wrong direction, you simply develop a totally wrong muscle memory of your tongue. You need to understand that every part of our body has the memory. When we move, for example, I'm speaking, I'm going like this, it's the muscle memory I have developed. When I see myself do it, I need to stop doing it. I don't need to do this. But of course, I can speak even like this. It's kind of cultural. People move their hands, people move their heads. But if it's not in the way of speaking, it's fine. You can do it, of course. However, normal, wise people, they do not move a muscle, other muscle than their tongue. They're just speaking and not moving any other muscles but their tongue. And guess what? Everyone understands them. Everyone. In order for you guys to understand me, I need to move only one muscle, the tongue. And the muscle must be moved in one direction. Up, down, up, down, up, down. What you just saw on this MRI image. This is the natural movement of your tongue. I'm here to explain it to you in detail. I want you to learn to do it, and it takes only, most of the time, 1 day. 1 day. About 3-4 hours, and you understand how your tongue works. And then you just begin adjusting it. You begin learning, begin using it. That's it. Okay? So, and if you're gonna lick your lips, then if you wanna say something, your muscle memory is different. Your muscle memory, your tongue moves forward. Can you speak when your tongue is... Can you speak in this way? No, you can't. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, hopefully you do. Your speech is very accurate, yes, because I am preaching I exercise what I preach. I know what speech is. I know nothing else will work, only what I do, only. And English is my second language. Please don't understand it. Okay. 3 points in the body tighten in front of the mouth, lips, larynx, and abdomen. You have a solution for this problem. Of course I do. You need to forget about everything that you just mentioned. You need to understand how to move your tongue. And then you also need to understand the tongue should always move in one direction, down, from top to bottom, without pushing anything, but using just gravitation. Gravitation, mother, ma, ma, ma. I move my tongue down, that's it. And when I move my tongue down, nothing can be tensed. Tension will disappear right away. But you gotta experience it. You have to experience. Reza, do you want to do experiment? I have done it a couple of days ago in my life, but I can show it to you. Can you put your fingers like this together? And I want you to push with your thumb, push against your index finger. Push with all your strength. Like put a lot of force with the thumb, push your index finger. Do it right now. Okay, push. Really, really hard. Really, really hard. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Feel how the tension is going through your hand, through your arm, to your shoulders. If you keep pushing, you may even lose your consciousness. The whole body may become tense and you may even collapse. Now push again for just a couple of seconds and then pull this thumb down, pull it away, down. Where is the tension? Push and now pull it down. Where is the tension? Do you understand? This is a model of your tongue. This is the model of your mouth. The wall on top. When you are pushing it, guess what? You stutter. Everything tense, gets tense. When you're pulling down, tension disappears. I hope you understand. Okay. Let me see. There are some other questions here. R has to be pronounced as well. Oh, Mickey is asking me. Yeah, mother. If you want to do mother, then it's going to be 3 movements. Mother. Mother. When we do ra, the tongue is also moving down. Ra, ra. Or not ra. I mean, moving a little bit. Tiny, tiny little bit. Because the mouth is small. Mother. 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 Okay. Z has to be pronounced. Z where? Okay, Visant, if you didn't tell me that you had Asperger's, I would be mad, but then I realized you have Asperger's. Okay, your jokes are not appropriate. It's okay. Okay, books. What books? Ah, okay, you asked me to show books. Speech is a skill. Okay, yes. This is, if you live in the States, you can buy this book. From Amazon, it's going to be expensive. From the website, it's only $50. And we will ship it to you. Okay. Of course we do. Okay. Top to bottom. Yes, top to bottom. Yes. Rez Konzar joined. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Now someone else joined us. Joe Shoaib Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. Muhammad say good morning, says good morning. What country are you from? Where is morning time right now? Because it is past 9 p.m. here in United States, in Florida. Okay, what countries are you from, guys? Where is the morning time? I would love to know that. So if you have a question, Muhammad, just ask. Shoaib Muhammad. Okay, Vincent, I know you're from Australia. Good job. I just spoke with someone from Australia. The whole family called me. Yes. Okay. Pakistan. Ooh, it's 7 a.m. and you're already asleep. I mean, you're already up. Good job. Get up. Go jog. Go do some jogging. Do some exercises. Go to the gym. Go to the street. I don't know. Just do something. I am a stammerer. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes. So if you are, then you are in the right place. Ask your questions. I'm a stammerer, and I recommend you kind of watch this video from the beginning, because we were in the beginning of this video, I was reading message that I did receive from a person who stutters. And guys, there are 4 people watching. Put your likes right now. I have only 1 like out of 4. You don't like what I'm saying? Give me likes. We need to move the videos on top. We need to move it, okay? Give me likes right now. Okay, so Muhammad, you need to, I recommend, thank you, Visan. I need people on YouTube give me likes so we would move the videos on top. And actually on Facebook is also not too bad to get likes. Okay, so I recommend you go back and watch this video from the beginning where I was reading the message that I received from someone who stammers as well. And I kind of was reading the message and I was analyzing it. So once again, guys, you are not sick. Please understand it. You are perfect. You don't need to have a cure. You don't need to have a treatment. You need to learn to speak like all people on the planet. All people on the planet. I just got a question, the bottom line question from Visan, and he asked, why do people stutter? Visan, you've been listening to me 3 or 4 days in a row. You still don't understand? Because they never learned to move their tongue. That's why. There is absolutely nothing wrong with people who stammer. They are brilliant people. They are normal. They have exactly the same tongue, exactly the same lungs, exactly the same brain. Everything is the same. But you and those who are listening to me and still stutter or stammer, you have not learned how to coordinate all of these organs of your body for speaking accurately. You still haven't learned how to use your tongue, how to move the air out of your lungs. I mean, it happens automatically. But how to coordinate it, coordinate the stream of air and the movement of your tongue, you still haven't learned it. All you need to do is just simply to learn to do it. And guys, if you have questions, you need to come to me privately. You need to, see, I didn't know what to say, and I started stumbling myself, okay? You need to understand everyone is a stutterer on this planet, everyone. When we don't know what to say, we haven't selected the word to say, we stumble always. Some people don't stumble too much, like myself, but other people stumble more, like you. I can tell you what your problem is, why you stumble. Is it because you attempt to speak like this without selecting, giving yourself time to select what you want to say? Or the problem is not there, the problem is only with your tongue. Your tongue doesn't have the muscle memory. You have not developed the muscle memory of your tongue. Maybe this is the reason only. Maybe you have other reasons. I need to see you. Why? But the bottom line, all people who stutter have not developed the muscle memory of their tongue because they don't speak. They don't move their tongue. They believe they're sick. They believe they need a treatment. And you know what? Tomorrow, guys, I invite you to come here tomorrow and tell me what treatment have you been through. When you were with speech therapists, what did they ask you to do? And I'm going to give you my opinion about this treatments. and explain why this treatment didn't help you at all. This is reality. You probably all have been through speech therapy, but it didn't work. I'm here to explain why, but I need to hear what treatments you had. Tell me, what did they treat you for? Did they explain to you what speech is really? How you're supposed to move your tongue? Did they explain it to you? Of course not. What is feature over stammer? What is feature over stammer? Stutterers have a lot of features, but the most common features are most of them lick their lips, most of them bite their lips, they play with their tongue when they don't need to use their tongue. They move their eyes like this, they roll their eyes all the time, and by doing this, they block access to their memory. They all hide away from speaking. When other people are speaking, they are not. They prefer to listen. And then also, another most common feature of all people who stutter is they are afraid to speak because they don't like even the sound of their own voice. Their self-confidence is below the floor level. It doesn't exist. They all don't like themselves. Some of them believe that they are so big, so smart, they're the smartest people in the world, and others just don't understand them because they cannot speak. They believe that they're very smart. Others believe that they're stupid because of stuttering. All people who stutter are just people, different people with different mindsets. And of course, stuttering is, how do I say it? I have the way to say it in Russian. I'm thinking how to translate. It's determined by your karma. I don't know if you know anything about karma. Stuttering is always determined by karma. Karma is like a boomerang. And this karma could be carried by you for something done wrong. Maybe you didn't do something wrong. Maybe your parents did something wrong. And you, as an innocent child, are carrying the karma of your parents. It's a lot to do with karma. But the good news, we can always change our karma, always. And if you do not fix your speech problem, unfortunately, your children will continue to carry this karma. Your children will be stuttering. So the bottom line, you need to fix this problem as soon as possible. And you can do it in only, watch me, 3 days or even less. 3 days or less. If you don't believe me, please subscribe to my YouTube. Begin watching my YouTube channel. Begin watching my videos. Watch. I have close to 400 videos. You can even go, I recommend, to save your time. You can go and check my playlists and go to playlist video reports. There are about 100 videos. Watch them. I just put together the longest videos there, more informative videos. I didn't do short videos, only the longest videos. Begin watching, begin learning. Go to the website, guys. Go to my website. You're gonna learn so much. LiveStutterFree.com. Learn how you can fix your speech in only 3 days or even 1 day today. You start on Monday, on Wednesday, your problem is solved. you're never gonna deal with this problem. And the title of my today's video was Time and Stuttering. Stuttering and time. What does it have to do with timing? Time is about everything. Time is our life. The time is very, very short. It's like this. It's just a very short, brief moment that we live from birth to death. It's very short. And it's up to us how we're going to use this time. People who stutter, unfortunately, waste their time a lot. And it's not just people who stutter, a lot of other people. They just sit and wait, sit and wait. They procrastinate. They know they have a problem that needs to be fixed, but they sit and wait, sit and wait. I have had students who would be watching my videos, listening to what I have to say for 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, until they finally make a decision. I gotta come to Anna and fix my speech in 3 days and begin living happy life, stutter-free life. It is that simple. You just learn how to speak, how to move your tongue, and you stop suffering. Stop worrying how I'm going to talk to, let's say, my friends, how I'm going to talk in the classroom, how I'm going to talk to my grandchildren. Because if you have grandchildren, if you are already 60 years old and you have grandchildren, guess what? You are putting at risk your great-grandchildren. They may love you and they may select you as a role model, and they may begin speaking with your mistakes. They will begin imitating your patterns of speech. If you stutter, children will begin stuttering as well, because this is how children learn to speak. Okay? So guys, I don't see any more questions. I see that you're watching me. I guess it's maybe first time you stumbled on my video or something. So don't forget, thank you for your likes. I see already more likes. Thank you. Don't forget to give me likes. And once again, I recommend you don't wait. Life is so short. Why wait when you can fix your speech today? Today, you can come to me. You start in the morning, at the end of the day, you already can fix your speech a lot. Of course, I don't give any guarantee for one-day course. The guarantee comes with, it's kind of like unlimited support of my students. Because I'm not a therapist no longer. I used to be. For 30 years, I used to be a speech therapist in 2 countries, 2 languages, okay? So once again, you need to come to me and I will simply explain what your problems are. Okay, Lalit Sharma just asked a question, ma'am, how to fix blocks? You need to know where the blocks are. You need to see them. Where are the blocks? Why? Why are you blocking? All the blocks are here. Please understand, all the blocks you have in speech are coming from here, all of them, no exception, because our body, our muscles are reflection of what we have in our mind, of our thoughts. If I believe that when I speak, I need to push the ceiling in my mouth, the roof of the mouth, if I believe I need to push the hard palate with my tongue, I will push it. I will. And I'm going to be speaking like this. computer because I'm pushing the hard palate, which is the wall. You can never push it. You should never push it. Okay? The tongue should go down, away from the wall. But you don't know. You believe that you need to push it. And you're pushing it. Or telephone. Telephone. Okay? In order to fix your blocks, because this is block. You see where my tongue is? I push against my soft palate now, the roof of the mouth. I blocked everything. I blocked the passage of air coming out. I blocked my tongue. I blocked everything. The word will never come out. You need to learn that what you need to do with your tongue, how you're supposed to move. When we move our tongue from top to bottom, there are never blocks. There is no way to block. Look again. I showed it, but I see more people. Okay, here. Telephone. Telephone. There is no way to push. You need to pull it down, not to push, but you don't know it. You believe, for example, one of the blocks, people who start to believe that they need to speak in single consonants. That's what they do. We never speak in single consonants. It's the movement of the tongue. And the movement of the tongue is always T, te, ta, to, or to. It's never t. But you don't know it. So if you want to understand more, just write to me. Write to me. Deeter is one word. Deeter, one word. Write to me and let me look at you. Let's schedule your free 20-minute consultation on any video platform. I do consultations on WhatsApp, on Facebook Messenger, Instagram. Of course, my favorite place is Skype. When people come to me, it's easier for me because I will never miss the appointment. Because sometimes people write to me, oh yeah, I schedule an appointment on WhatsApp, I miss it. I'm always available on Skype. It's my classroom. I recommend you send me your Skype request and Deeter in one word, small letters. Let's schedule our little consultation and let's talk. Let me look at you and then I'll tell you what you need to do. I'll guide you what you need to do. Okay? So I don't see any more questions. Then let me tell you good night, good morning, good day, whatever part of the day you're living in. Lots of love to you guys. And tomorrow I will come up maybe around 8 o'clock Florida time, Eastern time, 8 o'clock. I can't. I'm already sleepy. I need to go to bed. I'm an old lady. Okay? So if you want, I actually offer to you guys, let's create the new place, not stuttering awareness, whatever they are creating in stuttering associations and stuff. Let's create a new place, which is going to be called speech mastery. Let's make your speech perfect. Bring your friends, bring more people, tell people that I am doing lives every evening. Every evening I'm live. I've been doing it for a month already. Come here, bring your friends. Let's talk about it. Let me explain to you. My heart goes for you when you write to me that, yes, I listen, but I'm still curious. What is this? Why do people? Okay. Okay, once again, request a free consultation. You have 20 minutes to request a free video consultations. Okay, Joe, thank you for your questions. Joe wrote, thank you, good day. Okay, Mickey, that's cool. Mickey, I saw your message, and if you want, we can talk right now privately. Let me know if you want, because I am still kind of can go for 20 minutes more and can talk, and then I'll go to bed. Okay, so lots of love to you all. Have a good evening, or whatever day. Wait, didn't push the right button. And now, and broadcast. Oh my God.